Everybody. Just want to do a quick update. Been a couple days. I know that I said that I was gonna do daily or every other day videos, but I just don't want to repeat so much of the same stuff. There's not really anything new that's out there that is being told. So uh, anything that I say that's new might be obviously speculation from my perspective. I'm taking viewpoints from other people on YouTube, but in general, just from logical perspective, my personal logical perspective, um, if you saw the briefing yesterday, the coronavirus briefing by the White House, you heard that the extension has been another 2 weeks, right, from the previous hard date of Easter. Now it's an extra 2 weeks. It obviously can get further than that. This has caused, I think, a lot of people to reevaluate um, the short-term impact this was going to have on their lives as it continues to be extended and people continue to see uh, their bank accounts depleted, their stock market accounts depleted. Um, they're going to start realizing, just like the people in Italy and probably other places of the world that we're not getting information from and media from. Uh, right now in Italy, they're organizing themselves through social media. Just regular people that are not prepared and that aren't getting the food and medicines and whatever else they need to care for themselves. They're starting to organize and plan on ransacking grocery stores, any kind of place that has food stored, things like that, to obviously help themselves because the government is not helping them. And so, this was one of the things that David Dubine on the 2030 uh, channel, um, he was saying, he was giving a lot of research how in the past, when the last grand solar minimums were in effect, that there was obviously a security with every food and a shipment going in and out of the major cities. They were protected with the military guard. Essentially, if we think of our national guard being deployed throughout the nation, this is exactly what they're doing, right? They're protecting the supply chains, from being highway robbed, you know, uh, inner city robbed, ransacked by mobs. So a lot of the stimulus package has been geared towards preventing this short term collapse in the supply chains, in the confidence of the people, and everything that revolves around that, the businesses and the large businesses. Um, and so, yeah, the way I see it, I just we are in very uncertain times. Nobody around the world is has gotten past this. Not even China. China has been lying to us the whole time. They're getting reinfected. They've stayed infected. They've sent people outside that were infected. They're receiving people that are infected. That's their karma. But the point is that nowhere around the world has this thing left. This virus that causes so much damage to not only your physical health. It might not even matter what age you are, and also the financial health of the economies that it's in right now. A lot of the rural economies are the only ones that are safe right now, but and they're trying to prevent people from going to their locations, from spreading it there. But I think in general, it's more of a um, don't come here. There's only so much. Only so much freedom here for us, and if you guys all come here and try to depend on us, try to copy us, try to just spread the word about what it's like out here, then then you're gonna get the next step in this, which is the return to the fields, the return to the farm, to the homestead, the return to your old family farm. Um, I think a lot of people realize that a lot of the non-essential work can be done online, and online is everywhere now, even in rural places. A lot of YouTubers are in rural places right now, homesteading, and they're so popular, on YouTube, and they're already out there prepared, so they got the best of both worlds. And of course, they encourage others to do the same thing. The problem is that the type of people that are going out there right now, they're just trying to, play this zombie apocalypse. I got the resources to get out of the city centers, and I'm just gonna go out to the outskirts and just wait it out there, and obviously depend on the locals that you never really care about until now. And so I think that's what a lot of locals are getting pissed about. They've never been really respected by the inner city people, and now that they're out there hiding within their communities, they want to show them that they're not appreciated, uh, and that unless you have family ties there, um, most likely you're not welcome. Um, that's probably what it's going to be like in most places, as in you know we're going back to tribalism because it's the most secure system in a societal collapse. Just look at Rome. When Rome broke down, it's not like all the people just died, right? They broke off into tribes and migrated to different locations that where they can sustain themselves in a tribal setting and include themselves in an economy of a different um, tribal setting that already is organized and has some sort of minor society, and just try to integrate themselves into that. But in general, what I see is this free range human tribes throughout the U.S., throughout the world in general, because the idea will be to spread throughout the world, so that the density doesn't doesn't cause the this virus or future viruses or future mutations of this virus to disrupt um, the global setting as much as it has this time. And it basically has opened our eyes to the fact that it is very hard to be in a setting like this with such an enemy as these invisible viruses, and be successful. Right now we're on lockdown, and a lot of people are getting free money from the government just to stay indoors. This is not a life that people want to live. Just imagine the people in San Francisco, New York, LA that lived in closets already, overpriced closets. That's their home, and they're supposed to be quarantined right now. Where are they? What do you think they're doing? How do you think they feel? This is where the mental illness, the drug abuse, this is where the people that start planning for ransacking grocery stores, for planning on mass migration out of the locations that are being locked down, just like in the Middle East and parts of Africa. This has happened to them for a long time with Ebola and different viruses, hunger, famine. What happens? They organize in groups, just like in South America and all the places that I'm talking about, and they start doing their little treks, their little caravans up to the locations or down to the locations where they feel they can integrate themselves into a different society because theirs has broken down. So again, free range human tribes. These refugee caravans are essentially a free range human tribe. They don't know it yet, but that's what they are. Anyways, there's a lot of updates coming. There's a lot of speculation and a lot of thoughts going through my head. I'll leave them for another video as I put them together and organize them to what I want to say, how I want to present it here. But again, if you like this content and you appreciate the information I bring, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.